welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining. This is Skeptic Generation. It is December 7th, 2025. I'm Eric Murphy. This is Skeptic Generation, and we need to talk. Hey, everybody. It is episode 43. Season 4 is coming to a close, and we're so glad that you're here. I am so excited. There's somebody that I've been wanting to have on the show for a really, really long time, and I'm really, really happy to have him. Everybody, welcome my co-host today, Ethan Michael. Hey, Ethan.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
I'm so happy you're here, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for people who maybe joined on and have no idea who you are, should I introduce you? You know what? No, you're too nice. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So I feel like when I started in the community, I did not know how I was going to be in front of a camera. And so when I started, I was kind of a little Matt Dillahunty clone. So was Jamie. We were both just kind of biting at each other just to get at the callers. And it took a while for me to find my footing, and find who I am, when it comes to doing this and how I wanted to do this. And it became a much more empathetic show, over time. And then I met you, and you were that good person from the beginning.
Thank you.
So here's the thing is, if you were not so nice, it was suspicious. I think, plus I think I'd collaborated with other people who had turned out to be real turds as far as, personality and what they were bringing to the community. And so you wanted to collab and I wanted to work with you. But I remember I hopped on a call and was like, hey, I don't want you to think I'm, ducking you or anything. I just want to wait and let you be a part of this community. And I really want you to, interact and, get some time to figure out who you are, and that way I would be more comfortable not knowing whether or not you're fucking nuts. And I feel like after a year, I wanted to have you on Talk Heathen. And actually, when we were getting pressured to have, to change up the lineup, you were the number one choice. I don't know if I ever told you that.
That makes me happy.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I said I want Ethan Michael, and that was when V and I wound up leaving Talk Heathen and starting SKEPGEN, and I feel like in so many ways you and I have been connected behind the scenes. We've had wonderful conversations, and yet we've been like ships passing in the night. We haven't had the opportunity. And by the time I had my feet under me and then V and I moved to Portland, you had stopped doing shows. You had started your own call-in show with a wonderful community, and the warmth of it and the kindness of it. There's a good amount of that community who is here, who is part of yours. And I know they're excited to see you. And for those people who don't know you, you guys, if you like me, you're going to love Ethan.
You're building me up too much, man.
It's just that's what it is. Sorry, dude, but you're a genuine guy, and I'm really, really happy to have you on. I know that you coming in was required a lot on your end, technically, to be able to be ready for this, and I'm really, really grateful. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be here. The fact that Eric Murphy is happy I'm here makes me feel even better, because I still picture myself as that dude watching you on Talk Heathen. So, I still remember our first phone call. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah. Do you remember the first time we met in person?
Yes, in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Sorry, you were talking about the first phone call.
Oh yeah. And I remember the first words out of my mouth were, "Dude, Eric Murphy!" And you literally, your reaction was you like were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember the first time meeting you. You're like, hey, you're so tall.
Because I didn't think you were taller than me. I didn't expect that at all.
It's
I
the
thought you were like 5'7", 5'8", and you're like 6 foot towering over me. I was like, that's a tall dude.
it's the cowboy boots. It was the cowboy boots.
But you were so loving, so genuine, so polite, and like excited to see me, and
Oh,
that
dude,
was just like
absolutely.
that blew my mind
We
that
were
Eric Murphy was excited to see me.
we were all excited to see you, brother. Truly, like, yeah.
Thank you.
But we're fawning over each other. This is a show. We have viewers. Hey, everybody. So
We forgot about them.
yeah, right. The format, has still followed the pattern of, if you want to talk about what you believe and why, you should give us a call. It When I was doing shows, it was a lot more religion focused, but it has gone into supernatural, spiritual, and even into like political spaces. Having the conversations we want to have and having the platform to be able to just do that. Look at that, you're ready to rock. Yeah, man.
I am.
And so I know that the audience isn't as big, but we'd love to hear from you. So if you want to call in, please do. We have a call screener ready to take your call. The phone number is 412-SKEPGEN. That's 412-753-7436. Or you can go to tiny.cc/SKEPGEN. That's tiny.cc/SKEPGEN. We've got open lines, everybody. We want to hear from you. All right, let's get back here. Yeah, I know.
See,
Go ahead. What's up?
off of what you were saying, I think it's more fun and enjoyable when we have a variety of callers. Like, I don't want to just have Christian callers. Like, it's fun when we get into the paranormal, ghosts, aliens. Like, let's talk about that stuff too. It gives a variety to the show.
Yeah, if that's you and you want to call in, please do. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, if you believe in ghosts, if you believe in aliens, let's hear it. What are your thoughts on aliens, Eric? Do you think they exist?
Yes, absolutely.
Same boat.
I just don't think that we're ever going to see them.
Ever?
Ever.
Really?
Yeah.
No, we're totally gonna see them one day.
So here's the thing is, if we turn a telescope to the sky and see a planet that is, I don't know, a million light years away, right? And we
Mhm.
look and somehow we're able to go, oh my gosh, there's a city and there are aliens and we can see them. The light getting to us is a million years old, which means that in the time that it took for us to finally see them, they could be extinct.
But what if we get, and I don't know
Like
enough about this,
like a
but what if
million
we get like
yeah.
warp technology?
Yeah, if we can figure out FTL stuff, faster than light travel, like
Yeah.
then all bets are off.
Okay.
Yeah. But until then, I feel like the cosmic speed limit is limiting us.
Right.
Like I think that if there's alien life, if they look at the planet Earth, they're going to see dinosaurs. They're not going to see humans.
So would it's safe to say that you reject the possibility of aliens ever coming to visit us at this point?
I think that if aliens come and visit us, they'll be pleasantly surprised to see us because they were probably planning on arriving at a planet that did not have us. You know? So I don't know, man. Like,
I think they just pass us over and be like, these guys still believe in religion and God. We're just going to skip over them.
I don't know. I think that, like, because I think God concepts tend to, like, expand to fill whatever crevices we have in our understanding,
Mhm.
when it when we do become a space bound species, I feel like there are infinitely more spaces for God to fit. Like, I think it's going to get worse, not better. I think we're closer to a Warhammer 40K type universe than a Star Trek universe.
What's a Warhammer 43K?
Warhammer 40K, it's a dystopian nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Space, like it's yeah, God King, super soldiers. Yeah, I definitely think that we would be closer to that. Unfortunately,
Okay.
but I don't know. What do you think? You think if we left to space that we'd leave our God concepts behind?
Sadly, no. I think people like me and you, or other fellow atheists would still, their opinion wouldn't change on the God concept. But I do think Christians would still believe in God.
You know what's interesting is I've found that as things have changed with the show, and just moving into 2025, man, I have realized that I was not including progressive Christians and pagans or people who could be allies during a time of need, and that was hurting. That was hurting me. That was hurting my ability to be effective. The more we split
Right.
ourselves off, the less political power we have. And I don't know if you're aware, but being anti-fascist is now considered terrorism.
I did not know that.
Yep.
It's fair.
Is it
Or
though?
no, no, sorry, you said anti-fascism.
Yeah. So I'm gonna scare the pants off you, and I sincerely apologize. But yeah, let's see. So the White House on September 22nd labeled Antifa, which is just being anti-fascist, a terrorist organization.
It's
That
not even an organization.
I know.
It's just being anti-fascist.
And then NSPM 7, I believe, is the right. Yeah. So September 25th, the president put out a memorandum. This was right in the wake of the Charlie Kirk shooting. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm just going to share this. I think this is worth putting up. So I know that when you did your friendly neighborhood atheist, which, by the way, if y'all wanted to know what the heck Ethan's channel was, it was YFNA, your friendly neighborhood atheist.
Hmm.
You had a producer, right?
No, I did all the production myself.
Really, the live, like,
I did everything.
nice.
Chat. Yeah, I had some chat moderators, but I was still a chat moderator. I did the production, the streaming. I did it all. I'm very anal when it comes to the quality of my show, so I couldn't release it to someone else. I needed to do it because it was like this is my baby. This is my love. I enjoy it so much. I need to have the bar set up to here, especially if I'm going to keep up with all these other shows.
That's
But
fair.
even my biggest show, the Recovering from Religion fundraiser, where we had 36 YouTubers, I think you remember that.
Yeah.
Same thing. I did all the production. The What I did have though is I had a green room where Cynthia McDonald, which for those who don't know, she's a fellow atheist and Buddhist in the community. She's been on the nonprofits. I think she's been on Talk Heathen, but she produced the green room for me and then sent them to the main room when it was their time to go on.
Nice. I think it's been a while since I've seen Cynthia. Yeah,
Same.
we've got a number of people I think you'd recognize. All right, so let me thank you for filling that while I kind of got this ready. All right, let's see if this works. Bam. All right, so this is the web page. So just to kind of clarify what's going on, Trump issued a memorandum, right? It is not an executive order, it is a memorandum. The difference is that because he's the president, he has certain, here, I'll read it to you in a sec. He has certain powers, as president. He's the commander in chief, right? Joint chiefs of staff
Right.
of all the military forces report to him. All the heads of the federal agencies report to him. And so, as president, it is just his purview to say, "Hey, here is the goals moving forward. Here's what we want to work towards." And it's not an executive order; it is just a directive from the CEO. And so this was put out, this memorandum, in the wake of Charlie Kirk. He has things to say. And so, yeah, no, what I'm talking about is first off, his first directive was to the Joint Terrorism Task Force. I know we already did this on the show, you guys, but it's important to re-up, especially because it's fucking scary.
It is.
The National Joint Terrorism Task Force shall coordinate and supervise a comprehensive national strategy to investigate, prosecute, and disrupt entities and individuals engaged in acts of political violence and intimidation designed to suppress lawful activity. That sounds great, right? That's just fine. The JTTF shall investigate potential federal crimes relating to or recruiting or radicalization of, let's see, where are we? Money laundering. Where is it? Oh, see, this is what I get for doing it live. I was able to pull it up before and get right to it. It's specifically about anti-fascism and democratic stuff. I know that people are probably watching, going, "Oh, geez, you didn't have this prepped. I didn't know we were going to talk about this." Let me see. You know what? I'm going to need to go through this while we're talking about other things. In the meantime, we do have somebody calling in that we will talk to. And maybe while we do that, I'll have this prepped for us. But
Okay, great.
all of that is to say that dissenting means that you could be put on a list. It's fucking scary. Yeah, that's changed since I've talked to you last. We now live in a, what would you even call this?
Bordering on fascist country.
Oh no, it's fascist fully. Like, it's not bordering. Like we're there. I think the time for warning was a while back, but like we're in it already.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah. I don't know. By the way, if you're watching and you disagree, you should call in. Tell us what you think and tell us why. I've actually been going over what fascism is, by the way. I don't know if that's a conversation we should have separately, because I know I've talked about it on the show already. But long story short, fascism is colonialism turned inwards. It's when you colonize your own people. Yeah, I know, right? All right. Let's talk to Joke in California. Joke is obviously
what do we got?
using a pseudonym because I don't know how anybody who names their kid Joke. Joke, you're live.
Hi.
Hello,
You remember?
hello.
Hey, Joke.
Oh, I
I
do
called
remember
the show
you.
before, if you remember.
Yeah, you were the person who with the pseudonym, and I was really skeptical, and you turned out to be a total sweetheart. That's you, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was just like kind of the quick YouTube name or whatever, but I'm just going with it, I guess.
Yeah, Yeah, why not? I mean, so yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, I do remember you. So, Joke, you wanted to kind of share an update on your journey into skepticism and how that's all been. What's going on?
Yeah, so like recently, I was getting into an argument with some objectivists about like the consciousness and stuff like that. I was
Yeah,
getting really upset because it was like I realized you don't have to accept either the positive or negative position. You can just say I don't know. You don't actually have to.
yeah.
And I was trying to explain that to them, and they were like, "No, you have to presuppose." I'm like, "No, I
No,
don't."
you don't. No, in fact, I would go so far as to say that saying I don't know is the most uncomfortable position. It is such a place of like feeling like you're on the back foot that if you are saying I don't know, like I want to applaud that anytime somebody does because I feel like it takes
Yeah,
guts to do. What do you think?
it's an
Yeah,
honest answer.
yeah. So what don't you know? What's going on?
So I realized, like, after that moment, I kind of realized you can just apply, skepticism to literally everything, including, like, if you exist or not, or it's like whatever else. It's just like, well, I just would rather not have the positive or negative claim because I actually don't have any way of knowing. So, like, why should I pretend that, I know that I exist or not?
Yeah. But have you gotten to the point yet where you've used skepticism to break down like everything around you? Like the number of times where I felt
Yeah.
like I've been floating in space because I use skepticism to the point that I've just got nothing under me. Have you hit that point already?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because I'm like, it's like pretty much every single aspect is just like, well, we only have like such a limited capability as whatever creature we are, I guess, in order to actually be able to discover the facts and truth of things. So it's like we kind of have to do a lot of strange things. So I would say, I'm a skepticism first and foremost, and then I would branch that out until that, like, I've kind of adopted monism a little bit because it, like, survived Occam's razor. And then I would say after that is, like, more like in the realm of nominalism.
So go ahead, Ethan.
Joe, could you explain what monoism is? I've never heard that term before.
Monism, meaning like everything basically is just the same thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm not like I haven't like fully explored it yet, but like it kind of like just makes sense to me on like a more fundamental scale. That
Okay. And are you religious?
no,
Oh, okay. Are you a fellow atheist or just not religious?
I just I honestly like don't care about the God claim anymore. So like I don't even know what to call myself at that point.
So I'm trying to remember. There are two fallacies. Have we talked about fallacies, Joke?
I think a little bit.
Okay. Seeing as you're kind of at this point, I'm sure you have a functioning understanding, but like just to be clear, if I say that you're engaging in something that's fallacious, that doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that the reason doesn't necessarily lead to the conclusion.
Yeah, I get what you
Right.
mean.
Yeah. So there are two fallacies that I think would be important that I'd ask you to look into when it comes to monism. And they are the fallacy of composition and the fallacy of reification.
Okay.
So essentially, like the fallacy of composition is let me make sure I don't want to mix them up. So that which is true of the whole is true of the parts, right? So let's say you look at a car, you go, hey, that is a car. Okay. And then you break it down into parts and you look at the steering wheel and you point at it and say, hey, that is a car. Right?
Yeah.
That would be fallacious, right? That just because it's true that put together it's a car doesn't mean that all of the individual parts of it are a car.
Yeah.
The opposite is also true, right? You can't look at a part of a car and go, oh, yes, that is true of the part. Now you put it all together and it is still true of the whole. Right?
Yeah.
In both ways, it can be flawed reasoning to apply characteristics to a part and then, abstract that over to the whole. And I guess my question is, how do you avoid that in monism? Like, how do you make sure that you're not misattributing qualities by kind of distributing it?
So I would say I think the Taoists have kind of solved this, because it's like you have the Tao, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the one thing that is many things. So I'm still like, a little more like surface level, like kind of new to it, but I know it's more like, at this point, it's like vibes philosophy. Like I haven't like done in-depth reading yet, but like it's like I'm kind of like going with what like I feel like makes sense to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do want to say that Lung Se Tao was an enlightened person, but was not and never claimed to, like deistic knowledge. I read the Tao when I was in my early 20s. I'm 38 now, so take that into consideration when I tell you I don't remember everything.
You're becoming an old man, Eric.
I am. That said, from what I remember of the Tao, it is a wonderful instruction on how to be a neighbor, how to be a parent, how to look to your neighbor when your cup is full so you make sure that their cup is filled as well. And yes, you are a lot of things, but if you are a brother, a son, a father, a neighbor, and a coworker, that doesn't mean you're different things. That just means that those are different titles that you hold. So like, if we then take that and shift that over to the deity concept, does that mean God is all of us and we are all God, and that we're just addressing it different ways by calling you Joke and me Eric and Ethan?
Oh, like wait, I'm confused. Like, what does this have to do with the God claim?
So the monism, isn't that kind of like a homogeneous, everything is God and we are it and everything is us?
Not exactly.
Okay.
It's just everything is the same thing, kind of thing.
Okay. You've completely lost me, Joke. I am now way more confused.
I was going to say the same.
I know,
I'm a little bit thrown off.
it doesn't really make that much sense, okay? But it's like, and that's like why I'm like saying that I feel like Tao does a decent job at like, addressing it a little bit better, because it's like from what I remember, it's like Tao is like the way, or it also is like the one thing. And then, everything is just a different variation of the one thing. So like, in a sense, it still is the same thing, if that makes sense.
No, I'm sorry. That sound.
I know, it's confusing.
Well, so from what I recall, like Taoism is compatible, but it sounds like what you're describing is closer to Baha'i.
Yeah, maybe.
So like, why? What is it that led you down this path? How'd you get here?
Well, I just like, from like studying a little bit I have of like nominalism, like I would say I would like, kind of fall into that category as like a human. It seems like we're just naming things essentially.
Yeah. What's wrong with
It's
that?
like the only thing we're like, the way that we're differentiating things from each other is that we're just naming them essentially. It's like, we're not necessarily actually, applying like complete like truth claims or anything. It's just like, this is what I see.
Okay. I can get way into the weeds and have a lot of fun with this, but Ethan, what's on your mind?
I'm going to leave this one on you.
Okay.
Just because I'm confused at the moment.
No worries.
And
I'm going to make it so much
I
worse.
think you're better prepared to engage in this conversation.
No worries. I'm going to make this so much worse. Joke, what's your theory of truth? Are you correspondence? Are you pragmatic? Are you like how do you view truth?
I think maybe pragmatic would be more of an accurate way of saying it, because like it's kind of just it's all based around naming things and comparing, like almost like a triangulation of like you're comparing the way you name something to somebody else, the way that somebody else names something.
Okay, so I think that you might be going too broad here. All of the big theories of truth would say that you're wrong in at least the way that you're saying it. So I'm trying to pick at this to get you to be a little more specific, right? The correspondence theory of truth, which is what I ascribe to, is that we know something is true by investigating it and seeing whether or not it corresponds with reality, right? I have a red car. Cool. I'm going to investigate it. Look outside. Is there a red car? No. Does that correspond with reality? My statement? No. Then it's not true, right? And so we're able to check a statement versus, what is going on in reality to determine that. So you would need those things to be different in order to tell them apart. So I think the correspondence theory of truth wouldn't fit with what you're saying. The next big thing, like theory of truth is that they all lend each other truth, right? So all things, there's kind of this web where things are true because in relation to each other, they're all backing each other up. Maybe, you're investigating a crime scene and you have an idea that there is a suspect. What is there that points to this suspect? Everything there either is or isn't. And what are they pointing to? That's where you're going to find a truth. The last is pragmatic, and pragmatic theory of truth is that, it's most convenient when things make sense. And if we're, it's most convenient that, we have a clear idea of what gravity is so that we can understand it better. Pragmatically, we're going to understand and make truth claims about gravity because then we can fly rockets into space, all three of those, I don't think any of them jive with what you're saying, Joke. Like, I don't know.
I would say I still would land pragmatically, because I say, basically I would say I just am assuming something is true. So I still feel I have to do that. So I would say it would be more pragmatic in that sense. Like, if I want to make any advancements in anything, I probably do want to go with pragmatic.
Okay. So maybe I'm just misunderstanding you, right? If I want to mix some chemicals, I better hope they're not the same. I'm not going to mix, chlorine and bleach because they're going to make mustard gas.
Yep.
I'm not going to go, oh, those are the same thing, right? They're not.
Yeah.
You and I are not the same person. So what is the same? Like, you're saying everything is the same. What do you mean?
It's just like everything is just different variations of the same thing, essentially.
And what is this thing? Okay. Let me try a different
It
way.
is paradoxical. I know that. It's like it doesn't actually make sense in any realm of logic. But
No,
like,
it's appealing to confusion. I don't like.
yeah.
Let me try
Yeah, and
this.
I'm definitely the confused party right
I'm
now.
sorry, brother. I'm sorry. We do have open lines. Joe, give me just a second. Let me plug the phone number because we'd love to take other callers too. We are talking to Joke and we're going to continue this conversation. But if you want to call in, we want to hear from you. The phone number is 412-SKEPGEN. That's 412-753-7436. Or you can go to tiny.cc/SKEPGEN. That's tiny.cc/SKEPGEN. Our call screener's waiting for you, and we'd love to hear from you. Okay. So let me come at this from a different way, right? From like a modal direction, right? Joke. When I think about existence, have you ever seen like video games as they're being created? Like they have like a wireframe model. I'm sorry?
Hmm.
Like the process of video game creation.
Yeah, where you have like these little stick figures and wireframe models, and eventually you map on the image that becomes the character, right? Like you,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
right. When I think about existence, I think about the wireframes, right? There's no qualities to it itself. Existence is just the prerequisite for everything else, right? So Ethan is wearing a blue shirt right now, right? If a shirt didn't exist, then it could not be blue because there's nothing to put blue onto because there'd be no shirt, right?
I
Like,
kind of want to pull a Darth Dawkins right now and ask you how you justify my shirt is blue in your worldview.
Oh my god.
I feel like I need one of those whiteboards. You know, it's been this many days since Darth Dawkins, and I feel like you've broken like a 280-day streak, Ethan. So I think that we are collectively agreeing on its blueness. No?
Yes, we agree.
Okay. So if it's a functional definition, that works well enough.
Yep.
But like, truly, a thing needs to exist for you to map on adjectives, right? Tall, short, skinny, fat, color, maybe you're talking about a fruit. Is it tart? Is it sweet? Is it poison? Is it, all of these things need to be mapped onto existence.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Okay. Like,
You need to have a map. I agree.
okay. But is existence a thing that you can describe itself?
I don't actually think anybody can really know what existence is.
So we see it. We see it all the time. Everything that we see exists. Even the things we don't see exist. Things can exist as just concepts, in fantasy, right? Existence is the prerequisite for adjectives. You need to have existence in order to assign anything to it. Hot, cold, old, young, whatever. Like, existence itself is not a thing. And I feel like I'm trying my best to understand how you're saying that everything is the
You're
same
saying
thing
it's
and
not
giving
a thing, but
names.
isn't that a claim though?
Well, describe
It's a positive claim.
describe existence. Like, I think it's actually
I don't know what
impossible.
it is.
But I also
I'm
think
just
that, like, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to understand what you're saying, and I'm thinking to myself, if I were a monist, how would I view this? And the best I can do about everything being the same thing is they're only the same thing in that they exist.
Yeah, in that sense, if we're talking about like this basically monism is the assumption, right? Because I don't think like you can know things for certain, right? Like, or at least absolutely. That's like, I feel like the most simplistic explanation. And I feel like maybe a good analogy to explain it is like, essentially, when you have a computer, the way it works is almost like an illusion. It's like the series of on and off switches, and it somehow makes it all the way up to where like you can apply a screen to it, and now there's like a whole picture that gets emulated. But it's like if you actually go down to the core of it, it's just ones and zeros, series of on and off.
Oh. Joke, do you think we live in the Matrix?
I have no idea. I just kind of assume a little bit that probably is similar to that, but
Which way do you lean? Are you leaning towards us living in the Matrix, or are you leaning against it?
I don't like I don't really know. So I've just maybe I conduct my life like we are living in the Matrix. Maybe I think maybe that yeah that might be an accurate. I probably would be leaning towards that.
Okay.
Okay.
We do have an audience question. Can we
Oh,
take
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Or-
please.
Thank you, Fuzzy Logic, for donating $5. Is Joke's position like Carl Sagan's? We're all made of star stuff, i.e., infinite diversity in infinite combinations, but all just matter and energy.
Yeah, that sounds like similar to like the position I would hold.
I'm actually, I have a new toy here. Boom. There's Fuzzy Logic's
Oh,
Ghostwriting.
nice.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry. I was so busy putting that up, I didn't hear you, Joke. Are you saying everything's the same just because like we're all carbon based?
Yeah, like infinite variations of the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't. So like, if you go to Legoland and you see, a Lego sculpture of the Millennium Falcon and the Lego sculpture of a pirate ship, are they the same because they're made of Legos? I mean, one is obviously the Millennium Falcon and one is a pirate ship. Yeah, they're made of the same stuff, but they're different. No?
This is where you would get into like the more nominal realm. Is like you're naming the distinction. Like you're using names as a measurement between how you distinguish different things.
I mean, yeah. I don't understand the problem.
Yeah, like
like
there's nothing wrong with seeing those two things are like different, subjectively.
no, they're objectively different. One is in the shape of the Millennium Falcon and the other's in the shape of a pirate ship.
Yeah, but if it's like all made up of the same stuff, the naming doesn't actually matter. It's just naming.
Well, one is in the shape of the Millennium Falcon. The other's in the shape of a pirate ship. Right?
Yeah, they're two separate things.
Yeah. Like if I made
scaled out.
if I made an ice
Yeah.
sculpture of a swan and an ice sculpture of Ethan's butt, they're both ice sculptures, but you can't say they're the same thing because they're made of ice. They are different things. No?
Yeah, they like it in this colloquial sense, the way that we're using language right now. Yes, I would agree with you.
Okay.
Like I'm pragmatically agreeing with you. Yes.
Damn it, Joke. I'm pushing here. I'm pushing. I'm pushing because I want you to like explore different things. So I told you about reification and of whatever the other one is. I'm losing my mind. What do you think about qualia?
Refresh me on the terms.
Sure. Qualia is often used as an argument for the existence of God. That, if somebody says, well, find consciousness, and you say, oh yeah, you point at all the brain functions and go, oh, here's, the thing that correlates to you thinking about a dog. You can see the synapses firing in your brain, right? And how it's related to all of your experiences of dogs, right? What a religious apologist would say is that you thinking about a dog is fundamentally different from me pointing out an MRI of you thinking thinking of a dog, right? There
Yeah.
is a perception, right? There's a thing that is going on that is personal to you when you're experiencing something that is not the same as pointing to the functions of it, right? Like you're saying that all computer programs are ones and zeros, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes, but if I'm running, streaming software versus a video game, they're all ones and zeros, but they're not the same thing. They are very different.
Yeah. Like I said, I in this term of the way that we're using language right now, I would agree with you.
Okay. So
That doesn't make it not an illusion.
what is illusion?
Like, you experiencing something that, yeah, I guess I wouldn't have like a concrete definition on that. But.
Okay. So do you mean that nothing can, are you talking about just like our perception? I'm trying to follow. I need a little bit more though.
Well, like, how people say like light is an illusion? Just like, the way that your perception is, it's just you see light, but it's not actually a thing.
So light is, but our perception of color is.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Color.
Okay.
Color.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like how a good way I would say I view reality. It's like just basically just different variations of color, essentially.
So, are you saying, for instance, the sun, for those who don't know, is actually white, but we see it in yellow? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, like the illusion in that sense is that the sun is yellow, but it actually is white. Yeah, that could be a good analogy.
Okay, so Ethan, we're going back to your blue shirt. Joke, are you able to see the video? Would you agree that Ethan's shirt is blue?
I don't see the video, but I believe your claim that his shirt is blue.
And you could probably investigate it yourself, right, and determine whether or not
I can, after the stream, I can look at the playback or whatever.
Okay, so if Ethan sees it and says it's blue, and you see it and say it's blue, and I see it and say it's blue, and somebody, if 1,000 people see it and say it's blue, and one person says it's red, is that one person just as right as everyone else? Like, yes, we do have definitions, but we have shared definitions.
We have shared names. We agree on names. Yes.
Okay, so you would agree that blue, like one shirt is different from another shirt. They both might be shirts, but I don't know, man. I think that this is just a little too fluid for me. I think it needs a little bit more.
I know. It's like, really weird.
Like you need more fiber in your diet, on this one. It's just a little, it's just a little drippy, I'm sorry. I'm normally not this gross. Joke. I would love for you to explore this more. Ethan, do you have any other questions for Joke?
No, he answered my questions, but I'd love to hear from him again,
Yeah.
Joke, and talk to you a little bit more about this so I can better understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. And if we don't hear from you before the holiday, whatever you celebrate, happy that thing. Take care of
Happy
yourself.
holidays, Joke.
Thank you so much. Take care.
You too.
Speaking of which, Eric, do you
Yeah.
celebrate Christmas?
Fuck yes, I do. Are you kidding me?
I gotta ask because you never know.
Oh my gosh. I try to wear Christmas hats every, like, last episode of the season. I think that, and I've gotten into like arguments with people in skeptic organizations about this. I feel like we have a cultural inheritance, and that cultural inheritance includes the holidays that we were raised in. And so just because I left the faith doesn't mean you get to revoke something that I've always celebrated. I don't celebrate Jesus in the manger. I celebrate telling the people I love that I love them, breaking bread with them and having a big meal and, maybe the giving of gifts. But always just, I think that any excuse you have to tell the people you love that you love them is a good enough excuse. And if
That is.
Yeah. How about you? I'm assuming are you a Christmas guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
What are your Christmas like?
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead.
What do you do? What's your?
Our family gets together. We open presents. We have a nice, big, delicious meal. Unfortunately, my family can't cook, so it's never really that good. But my girlfriend's family, they can cook, and it's almost always amazing.
Nice.
But I don't have the courage to tell my family they can't cook.
No, that's fair. But you're not there for the food.
No, you're there for spending time with your family. And holidays have always been rough for us because my brother died on Thanksgiving, so it's a very important time for us to get together on Thanksgiving and Christmas and just spend the day together, telling stories about Brent and just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah. V and I don't really visit family too much. I'm the oldest of seven.
Seven.
Oh
my God. Where do you fall in the line?
Oldest by 8 years.
Oh, okay. So you're the leader.
Well, so my parents divorced when I was a kid, and then they started separate families. One had 2, the other had 2, and then married again and got another 2. So altogether, that's 6.
Wow.
I was too old to really be a brother. I was more of a kind of a fill-in father.
Okay.
So like, but that is to say that like I've got family fucking everywhere. If I went to go visit family every Christmas, I'd probably see them once every 5 years. Just because it's huge. There's just too many of them.
Right.
So V and I find time to visit family not on the holidays because then it gets contentious. Well, you were with them. No, let's just not do that. We'll see you in the summer. But V and I have a pretty long list of things that we do. Every year we get a new Christmas ornament that represents our year together.
Aww.
Yeah. So like the year we moved to Portland, there's a little Portland ornament that we got of a bridge. The year that we got our cat, we have a little black cat ornament.
Oh, is the cat by you? Can I see him, her?
Her? You haven't seen her? How long has it been since I've seen you, brother?
I know, man. It's. I've been out of the community for quite some time. What's his name?
So, at first, she's sitting on my audio mixer because it's warm, and she's like,
Oh,
"Why are you
okay.
taking me off?" I will go around and grab her in a minute, or see if she can come up. Come here, baby. So originally, V and
Oh,
I were gonna name her Empress Philippa Giorgio, but here we go. She's a little one-eyed
what a
kitty.
cute little guy.
Yeah, she just had surgery, so she's
Or
still
she.
shaved.
Sorry.
Yeah, she just had surgery this week.
What happened?
Emergency, actually. We took her to the vet for her checkup, and the vet was like, "Oh my gosh, her teeth have taken a really bad downturn. We need to get her in immediately." And so she had all of her teeth removed this week. Yeah.
So soft food only, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, poor girl.
She's such a cuddly cat, though. But yeah, here, let me. So we wind up. She, whatever the accident was that took her eye, also damaged her sinuses really bad. So she has chronic rhinitis, which just means she has the sniffles for the rest of her life. And so I started calling her my little mocosa, which in Spanish just means booger girl. And
You speak full fluent Spanish?
when I was a kid, I did. But then I was mostly raised by my white dad, so I lost 99.9% of it.
Okay.
But
So hablas un poquito español?
hablo poquito, hablo muy, muy poquito. Pero yo comprendo más de habla, right? I know I can understand more than I can speak.
Same.
I can listen. I can hear people talk shit, right? I know what the chisme is, right? Like we can, but anyway, yeah. So we named her Moco. It just means booger. She's our little booger, and anyway, yeah, we have an ornament. We could not find a one-eyed black cat ornament, and so V bought a little black cat and then took a black Sharpie and colored over one eye. So now we have a little one-eyed black cat ornament. We also have a series of movies that we watch that are really kind of important to us.
Oh, okay. What movies?
Let me put a phone number out and then I'll tell you. And I would actually love to hear
Okay.
from people what Christmas movies they watch, because why the
Ooh,
fuck not?
that's a good topic. Yeah.
I'm happy to. You know what? Fuck that. Let's have some fun. But first, the phone number, because we do have a call screener that is happy to talk. Happy to take your call and we can talk to you. 412-SKEPGEN. That's 412-753-7436. Or you can go to tiny.cc/SKEPGEN. That's tiny.cc/SKEPGEN. Okay.
Well, for me, it's
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles
Of
and Die Hard.
course.
And I will die on the hill that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Brother, I feel like the battle for that has been fought and won. Yes. I have a different set of movies.
Oh, okay. So what are they?
So, we we have copies of all the old what are they called? The Frank and hold on a second. Let me look it up. In the meantime, though, another one is The Man Who Came to Dinner.
I never heard of that movie.
Oh, I will tell you. Okay, so Rankin Bass, in the I think it was the 70s, created the stop motion animation of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Frosty the Snowman was an animated kind of cartoon Christmas movie in the 70s.
Okay.
There were did you ever see any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love them.
We watched the old Rankin Bass movies.
Oh, okay.
So those,
Great movies.
they are. The Man Who Came to Dinner is a black and white movie that everyone needs to watch.
I've never heard of that one. The Man Who Came to Dinner.
The Man Who Came to Dinner.
I will jot that down.
Monty Woolley is, he makes me think of like an atheist celebrity. This guy's an intellectual touring, person. And he's absolutely insufferable. He's in a small town. It's Christmas. It's winter. He's just doing his tour stops, and he gets invited to this family's house, a well-to-do family. He's walking up the steps, slips, hurts his back, and now he's stuck on bed rest and he cannot leave. And he just absolutely destroyed these people's lives. It's interesting. I really, really enjoy it. You watch it, and the first time you hate him, and then the second time you love him. It's a really good old movie. While You Were Sleeping is another one. We got a couple.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
Do you know who the first ever mainstream, I'm not saying there hasn't been anyone before it, but the first mainstream televised atheist was?
Was it Madeline Murray O'Hare?
Dr. House.
I guess
you never heard of Dr. House?
No,
House
I do.
MD?
I do. I didn't know that. Well, I guess he was the biggest. Hold on. Let me think about that for a second. Really?
Yeah. And Hugh Laurie, the actor who played House, is also a mainstream atheist.
Yeah.
Who is big into science.
Yeah. So I actually got to meet Hugh Laurie at.
What?
What?
No.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah. So it was at.
How?
So it was at Oklahoma City American Atheist Convention 2017, I think. I think it was 2017. OKC. Hugh Laurie was kind of the guest there. It was hard to get time with him, though. The president of the organization at the time, who's now disgraced and off doing his own thing, really kind of capitalized on Hugh Laurie the entire time he was there. But I got to meet him briefly, yeah. Also got to meet Stephen Fry, actually.
That's so cool.
Dude, yeah, man. We got to get you back into the atheist skeptic space. People are there. You just got to go to the things.
Yeah, I do. I got to start looking up some atheist conventions near me. I've thought about, you know Puck, right?
Yeah.
Puck has been hounding me to create a Chicago-based atheist convention. And ironically, Thomas wanted to do one in Chicago too.
You're in Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago suburbs.
There's a pretty good atheist presence in Chicago. You know that
there is?
Yeah. So I think that honestly, one of the best resources for you to go to is
Meetup.
No. I want to give you a more direct connection. Do you know who Hemet Mehta is?
Oh, of course.
Hemet Mehta lives in the Chicago suburbs.
Oh, yeah, he does.
If anybody is covering stuff going on in your area, I guarantee you could probably go to his blog and find stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to meet him too. He was one of the first atheists I watched.
Yeah, Hemet Mehta is an incredibly diligent reporter on all of it. He's fantastic. Yeah. I wish I totally forgot. V and I were in Chicago last year. We met up with Hemet, and we could have met up with you. I'm so sorry, brother.
Dude, how could you forget?
I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna need.
That would have been killer.
Oh, I'm just gonna need to come back to Chicago.
Yeah, you always have a place to crash.
Fuck yeah, and I miss Portillo's already.
Portillo's is good, isn't it? What's your favorite beef sandwich?
Just the Chicago dog, man. Like just the classic.
Okay. If
I,
you are a Chicago hot dog fan, then I gotta take you to Super Dog and I gotta take you to Gene and Jude's. Gene and Jude's
mhm.
is a place that if you, because ketchup, I don't know if you know this, ketchup doesn't belong on a hot dog.
No, I'm
Uh,
actually. I don't think ketchup belongs on anything. I'm not a ketchup fan.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they will, if you ask for ketchup on their hot dog, they will throw you out of their building. Or, well, they will ask you to leave, of course.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking that it'd be like a Fresh Prince. No. Yeah, no. I went to Portillo's, had some Chicago pizza. Chicago's a great place. Wonderful, beautiful. Scariest driver.
Chicago's got the best food, in my opinion, that
Some
is.
and some of the scariest drivers.
Yes, dude. In Chicago, they don't give a crap. They will run you over.
Anyway, we're probably going far afield. I know that we have people watching, but like, we're gonna need to get together. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, we have Jay in Florida who wants to call and join in on the conversation. Jay is
Hi,
a
Jen.
Jay is a non-believer as well. Jay is actually really often in the after show. We do an after show on Discord.
Okay.
It is usually every week right after the show. You know, I hop in. Not today though.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry, Jay. But V and I have a date scheduled,
okay.
Aw.
and like I don't want to miss it. It's been a
Yeah,
while
that's fine.
since we've had like an official date. You know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Jay, have you met Ethan?
Yeah. Um, I think I spoke to Ethan back when he was with Atheist Community of Austin in one of the after shows. Um, I don't know if you remember. That was like a while ago.
Were you?
I apologize. I don't. I've been in
That's
so
okay.
many after shows.
Yeah, you have been. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, what did you want to talk about? What's up?
So you mentioned Christmas shows, and as we were talking about like last week or a week before and the week before, my mom really, really loves Christmas. So she does a whole lot of stuff
Yeah.
um, around Christmas, all the decorating and stuff. But for me, my thing for Christmas was always watching these kind of older Christmas shows that would come on like ABC and stuff
Hmm.
like that. So it was like The Year Without a Santa Claus, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas
So,
thingy,
so
Christmas in July. Mm.
did you know that those are all made by the same studio?
I figured because they all had the same kind of like stop motion animation thingy.
Yeah. So the company is called Rankin Bass.
Oh,
Well, actually, it's two people who, you know, one person's last name is Rankin and the other's last name is Bass. And Rankin Bass is the company that they made. Right there with you. V and I have a box set with all of them, including Frosty the Snowman. The cartoon is also Rankin Bass.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so that's something I always watch every single Christmas. It's like the best part of Christmas to me personally. So it's just interesting that you said that you had those movies that you have to watch during Christmas.
Yeah,
Because for me, it's not really Christmas if I don't watch one of these or all of them.
absolutely agreed.
Oh,
And oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree. Die Hard definitely is a Christmas movie. So
Hell yeah, dude.
Fun fact about Rankin Bass, by the way. While it is an American studio, all of the stop motion work was done in Japan. It
what?
was
I
all,
didn't know.
yeah, it was all outsourced to Japan, and because of that, there's actually like a solid Rankin Bass following in Japan as well. I
Wow,
know, right?
that's cool.
Yeah. But just a fucking cool company. I'm right there with you. We saved that for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. What I'm interested
Yeah.
in is like, is this just an American and Japanese thing? Like, if for other people who are international, is that a thing that you watch too? Fuck it. It's the first Sunday in December. We're talking Christmas stuff, and I'm fine with that.
Hmm.
Um,
Well,
yeah.
well, to be honest, when I was in Jamaica younger and in Jamaica, it is something that, well, I guess I had a opportunity most Jamaicans didn't necessarily have, because I had like cable and satellite TV. So I would always watch them on ABC when they air in the US. So I would say that it is a thing internationally, but it just depends on if the person has access to the means to watch that content.
Got it. Oh, that's really cool. Are there any other Jamaican traditions that are unique to that culture?
Well, for us, it's really it. Most of the uniqueness is around food because we have this specific drink that we always drink around Christmas time. It's called sorrel. So it's made from like a hibiscus kind of plant, and we kind of brew that, and we definitely add rum to it, like lots of rum. Some people have it brewing for like from the start of the year until Christmas time, and you'd have that with your Christmas dinner. It's not the same if you don't have it.
It's so pretty.
It is
Is it Sorrow or
S
Zorro?
sorrel,
Sorrel.
correct.
I'm going to put a picture of it on screen. And it that looks like a summer drink.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
kind of
that
looks
looks
like a summer drink,
good.
but we drink that during Christmas. And because we have a lot of poinsettia trees in Jamaica, it kind of goes in with the red that'll happen around
Yeah,
that time. So it really is adds like a nice little Christmas vibe for us.
I love that.
Yeah,
Nice.
and
Um,
it tastes when you brew it and leave it over the year, it kind of ferments. So when it ferments and then you add some Jamaican white rum into that, that's just like a whole nother experience.
ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
fantastic. I know that you're not in Jamaica anymore. Is that something that you try to do now that you're in Florida?
Yeah, yeah, we do try and well, funny enough, my granddad's coming up, so he may actually bring some up for us, so that'll be awesome. But we do try and get some of that drink because there are places that make it here, so if we can get some, we do get it and keep it.
Nice.
That sounds good. I would love to try that sometime.
Yeah,
So
for sure, man.
I,
But
I've
yeah,
I've actually got a movie for both of you. You'll both hate it. Um,
okay.
you should still watch it though.
Hmm.
It's called Holiday Inn, and I believe it's Bing. Let me see. I think
Is
it's
that
Bing
like the
Crosby.
1942 one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. So the premise of it is that Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire are like the singing and dancing duo, and one of them is engaged to the girl. Is it Ginger Rogers? No, it's
Um,
Marjorie Reynolds.
Marjorie, yeah.
Yeah, so she's engaged to one of them, and she's cheating on him with the other one.
Oh wow.
Mm.
So they wind up breaking up. She winds up with the other guy. They split as a duo, right?
Hmm.
The one who was engaged and is now broken up decides that he is fucking done with show business. He is going to open up an inn, and it is only going to be open a few days of the year. It's only going to open on holidays. And you go, and it's a big thing, and he's going to make it something that's just an amazing event. Everyone has to be there. And because of that, you don't ever need to do anything else. You don't need to be a farmer. You don't, you're like, it'll just sustain itself on the holidays. What's interesting is that they composed a song for every holiday. So there's an Easter song, there's a Thanksgiving song, right, and on and on and on. Do
Hmm.
you do you know what song they created for Christmas?
What?
Hold on just a sec. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
White
That's where it came
Christmas.
from?
It is. It is where it came from. Do you know
Wow.
why no
Okay.
one talks about Holiday Inn?
No.
Because of the blackface.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense
Well,
now.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
But there's like there's an Independence Day song, there's an Easter song, there's the Thanksgiving song, and it's the Christmas song that took off. But it does feel like a lost bit of cultural history.
Hmm.
So if you want to watch something and feel slightly uncomfortable, check out Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I definitely will. I'm gonna add it to my rotation just cause. I mean, I look at older content music wise because even there was that song "Baby It's Cold Outside." I
Yep.
kind of put that in a different context than how I generally would look at music or media because it's not necessarily trying to enforce, at least to me, it's not trying to enforce those aspects of it. It's kind of just talking about like that typical situation that might happen during there. It's not necessarily saying we should do it. So I try to try to contextualize the media when I'm looking at it to understand where it happened and how it happened. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
All right. Ethan, is there anything else you wanted to talk to Jay about?
No, I'm good. That was an enjoyable conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Jay, as always, I'm glad I got to talk to you today because I'm not doing an after show. But
Well, I'm gonna post some more pictures of the Christmas stuff when my mom's done. She's still doing some stuff, so you'll see that later.
good, good. Please post them in the SkepGen Discord.
Ah, for sure.
That way we can all take a look. All right, brother.
Nice talking to you, Jay.
All right, same here. Bye.
Take care, man. Yeah. I didn't know all of these old black and white movies until I got with V. I I don't think V would mind if I talked about this, but kind of V grew up in an environment that did not watch a lot of modern shows.
Okay.
It was very very strict religious home, and so they had a lot of like Turner Classic movies, kind of Criterion Collection, old movies from like the 30s, 40s, 50s, and I've watched so many of them. Oh my god!
Have you seen It's a Wonderful Life?
Of course, absolutely. And Jimmy Stewart,
Okay,
I've seen a lot of Jimmy Stewart actually. Yeah, he was fantastic. Him and his
oh
fake
yeah,
accent.
talented individual.
Yeah, he had the mid Atlantic accent, which is something that Hollywood created to be relatable to anyone who listened to it, but it was not a real accent on its own.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy Stewart was really yeah. I actually just recently watched Rebecca, which is Alfred Hitchcock's first movie in the United States.
Mm,
Holy shit, it's good. If you ever want to watch a movie that has a haunting that is entirely real, like I've never seen a movie that has a haunting that is entirely based in a real non superstitious world.
so, where do you land on hauntings and ghosts?
Ghosts don't exist because
I
souls don't
agree.
exist. But the haunting in Rebecca does.
I don't know if you've seen the comments, but you
Yeah.
got a comment from your kitty or for your kitty.
Oh, Q sent $5. Thank you. Says for Moko. I hope she's recovering well. She looks like a strong little Odin kitty. Give her lots of love and many well-deserved head pats. Will do. Promise. She's already back to being a cuddle monster, and yeah, it's been a tough week in our home. Trying to look after her and getting her to take pain medication that she doesn't want to take has been really tough. But
Feeding cats any type of medication is difficult.
yeah, yeah,
I miss my little baby Band-Aid.
I miss him too. Band Aid was awesome.
He was. He was such a good kitty. Well, I take that back. He could be a little asshole at times.
That's
Like he beat up my ex-wife pretty bad, but he was my baby. Loved
yeah.
him to pieces.
Yeah, everybody who watched YFNA loved Band-Aid.
Yeah, he was definitely popular on my show.
I know that when he passed, it was extremely difficult. I don't know how I'm ever gonna deal when she passes away eventually.
It's hard, man, because it's family.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
like when people say that like cats or dogs are not the same as kids, it's like no, they're our babies.
well,
Like they absolutely are our children.
we don't have kids, you know,
Right.
so that's the kind of place they take in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, she's such a cute kitty.
she is, but now she's got one eye and no teeth, and she's probably a pretty scary cat to any neighbor kids who might see her. Although she's not allowed to go outside, but yeah. All right, she's gonna lay in my lap while we do the rest of the show.
Did you know the average lifespan of an outside cat is 2 to 5 years, and the average lifespan of an indoor cat is 7 to 15 years.
Yeah,
That's why I'll never let my cats outside.
yeah.
My brother tried so hard to convince me to let my cat outside. I'm like, nope, not happening.
No, she lived out on the street before us, and because of that, she has no interest. I could leave the door wide open, and she'd look out there and be like, "Nah."
Oh, that's good.
Like,
I feel like I've gotten your show so off track
I don't
with
care.
movies and Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like it's all over the place.
I don't care. I'm happy to hang out, and I'm just like happy to have you on with me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. um, I think let's keep open lines up for a little bit longer. But I know that since you and I have talked last, things have been kind of crazy politically.
Yes.
So is ICE specifically cracking down both on your home and my home?
They haven't cracked down on my home, but I am waiting for it because even though my stepdad is an American citizen, um, it still wouldn't surprise me if they showed up at his door. Um, I have, never mind, I can't say this on the
Yeah, let's
air.
not.
Um,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll leave it at that. I can't risk saying it and jeopardizing any other family members.
yeah, let's not. I just mean that it feels like Chicago and Portland have specifically been targeted,
Absolutely.
and that's where we're from. I'm in Portland, you're in Chicago. So, from the two places that it's probably scariest to do a show out of, we're going to continue to do this. It is interesting watching people protest and watching how people treat things out here.
Mhm.
It feels like there are two types. One type is like the soccer mom who goes and wants to take pictures of everybody and post it up on Facebook. And then the other that looks at that and goes, "Why are you taking our pictures, you fucking stupid person?" Like, how about you don't make their job easier?
Right, exactly.
You know? But I don't know. I feel like for every PTA soccer mom that is treating it like it's, a social occasion, those are the people who, when they get arrested, are going to make ICE look real bad, you know? So,
Well, I know this. If I saw an ICE stop or ICE location, I'll be the first one on Facebook posting where it's at.
yeah, I'm Mexican. If I see an ICE stop, well, I'm gonna get my ass kicked, honestly. So I'm probably just going to not do that. Yeah, post where it's at. But that's about it. Let's not, I don't know. I don't know, brother. It's interesting.
It's crazy time, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, we have our own Gestapo now.
Hmm.
So,
And we still got 2 more years left of this shit. Oh, sorry. Can I swear?
yeah. And also, you're
Okay.
wrong. I know it's felt like 2 years, but we've only been here for one. So you have 3 more years.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, that's so depressing.
That's why we need you back on the air.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Soon.
Can you hear her, by the way?
No.
No? Oh, we'll see if the audience can. Yeah, she's purring away. All right. I think if we're not getting calls, I'm probably going to wrap it up.
Okay.
But I am actually going to be giving a talk. I was invited on a podcast. There's like a series of talks and conversations that Recovering from Religion does, and I've been in the process of deconstructing how useful debate is. I don't think it is useful.
I don't know that debate is useful.
Yeah.
Conversations, yes. But I think debate just reaffirms people's positions.
Yeah. That's heartbreaking for someone like me, Ethan. Let me get Jay's name off here. Truly, but breaking down where it is useful, why it is, and what the implications are when we think of ideas as a marketplace of ideas, how dangerous that is, and what we do with that. I'm going to be giving that talk tomorrow evening. So if people want to watch that, please join in. I'm going to be getting interviewed by them.
Can you send me the link?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Ethan, is there anything that you want to point people's attention to?
No. Hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in more content, check out my channel on youtube.com/YFN Atheist, which is short for Your Friendly Neighborhood Atheist. I did 2 shows recently, but I wasn't on the show. I was producing it for 2 other conversations. Before that, I've slowed down a lot. I'm looking to get back into it, but I want to get in a better shape. I want to learn more because there's a lot of conversations I can't keep up with because I don't know enough. So I want to get to a point where I can handle any conversation that comes my way.
I would advise against that, my friend.
Advise against which part?
You're never going to learn enough to be comfortable, but you do have the piece that you need most, which is the humility to recognize it. And
I know I don't know enough.
And the curiosity to explore it. We need you, man.
Thank you, Eric.
Absolutely. So we have been reading the super chats, but we did not read out Detroit Atheist Queens, who sent $4.99 and said that Cynthia McDonald is also in the Chicago area.
Yeah,
just putting that out there.
We met up a couple years back. It was with her, Art, her boyfriend at the time, Dave Warnock, Bev, Kenneth Leonard, my girlfriend, and Kenneth's wife.
Oh my god!
So it was a really good time. We all got dinner together.
That's a good group.
It was a blast. It was just a meeting of all awesome people.
I love that. Those are all people. Yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time getting to know Kenneth, and of course Dave. Like, I've known him for a long time. I haven't talked to him in years.
It's been a while. It's been probably a year since I spoke to him.
Yeah, we should reach out to him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. See how he's doing.
So we have a way to sign off for the show.
Sure.
So I think we should probably get that going. But you stick around after credits, and we'll talk a little bit more. But
Okay.
everybody else, thank you so much for joining. So I'm going to say my name. You're going to say your name. I'm going to say this is Skeptic Generation, and you're going to say, and we're glad we had this talk. Because like at the beginning, the tagline is this is Skeptic Generation, and we need to talk. And so
Okay.
we end it with we're glad we had this talk. So until next time, everybody. I'm Eric Murphy.
I'm Ethan Michael,
This is Skeptic Generation.
and we're glad we had this talk.
Bye, everybody.